Hello. So, um, trying this out again. Very cool. Uh, yeah. Now this is a terrible angle with equally bad lighting, but it's cool. Um, and wow, I had intended to start this like with so much more like ease and grace and all of those things. Didn't happen. It's not happening. Um, but what I wanted to pop up here and say was like a bunch of things. One, I wanted to say that after making the last video, that I had like told myself, you're not going to do it again. No, I didn't say it like that. I said to myself, next time you do it, you just got to make sure that you're actually wearing makeup or something. Because one of the things that bothered me so much is, so I fucking recorded a 40-minute video while at work. Shouldn't have recorded it at work. It makes me feel like a piece of shit, especially if I like actually release it. And then like people actually, none of this is possible, but whatever. Like it's known that I'm at work, so it's just awful fucking idea of mine. Whatever. This time I'm not at work, but I should be. So it's also just equally as fucking bad. But like what I didn't like, getting back around to that, was the fact that I sat there after making that 40-minute video and watched the entire fucking 40-minute video of myself obsessing over the fact that I had, when I took that video, accepted the way that my face looked in the video, and like the fact that, yeah, I was hideous and whatnot, but like, yeah, I'm seeing myself like I see myself in the mirror, and then when you watch it back, it's reversed and you see how people see you, and it's so much worse. Even though it's the same thing, it's not. And I hate that, and I'm gonna hate this too because it's gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna like be like, what the fuck? Like, why does my face look so different? And I accept that this is the way it looks. I don't accept the actual way it looks. Fuck. So then I was like, yeah, I really want to like flip it so that, you know, it's more comfortable. And I still might do that. If I do, I'll say that, all assuming I actually fucking release this to anything and anybody fucking watches it. It's not whatever. Hello. Other thing I wanted to say about last time's video is that I don't remember if I actually clarified that no, there wasn't a piece of tissue up my ass when I went to go check while I was at work. There wasn't. Um, it's not something that actually routinely happens, but it has happened before. I feel like people can relate to that. It's gross. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Um, let's see, other things I wanted to make sure that I talked about. And originally I was like, oh, if I release it, I'll just like type in little asides and whatnot, but like, who fucking has time for that? I'm not editing. What? What? The most I maybe do is, like I said, flip it so that I feel a little bit more comfortable with the way my face is supposed to look, in my opinion. But, yeah. I don't know if my computer has a storage for any of this because it's out of storage and I refuse to put things on the cloud. None of these things are things that I've been planning on talking about in this video. That I've not really planned anything. But yeah, I did want to say also that this is something. Just got a text. this is something I did plan on talking about, is that it's 4:30 p.m. and I had 2 nights ago now finally decided to get my shit together. Well, not really, but like, there was a new moon, the first new moon in the full year, so that the full year, the new year, and that gives me the oomph I needed to like be like, all right, bitch, like let's do a ritual or something. I'm not actually I'm not Wiccan or anything like that, but like, you know, something. Gotta give myself something extra to pretend like, there's extra impetus on trying to get shit together. Anyways, yeah. Did a new moon ritual and was like, my only fucking goal for intention setting is that I wash my face and brush my teeth once a day. I know those are things that are supposed to be done twice a day. I don't give a fuck. I just need to do them once a day. I've talked about this before, probably not in video format, maybe on like my not blog type thing, whatever. But like, it's something that before I was able to move and like regain my independence, I had done for myself. And I had started doing like moon rituals and things like that to try to help me. And it worked. And it worked so well that like my magic was going. And like I got this job and I moved here and everything worked out and everything and blah, blah, blah. And then I got fucking lazy and no longer did those things. And it's been a year and I've just fucked it all off. But I need to get back on it. One, because there's a massive fucking crater on my face. My face has just been fucked up. Just fucked up. You can't see it because my computer's getting old and I never update it, and that's another story. But need to wash my fucking face and I need to brush my teeth every day. Aside, had no idea that electric toothbrushes were so painful. Holy fuck. I like got one for Christmas because I was like, I've been planning on getting myself to start this goal for months and haven't had like the drive to, stop fucking around with my bullshit, like to like not be committed to my bullshit anymore for so long. And then it's like, all right, well, it's the beginning of the year and the first new moon, so even if you're not ready and you still want to be fucking around, like, you're gonna do it. So I did it. Created the goal, whatever. It's 4:30. I still haven't fucking washed my face or brushed my teeth. The point that I'm trying to make here, God fucking help me, is that I'm still winning because it doesn't matter what time I do it or like when in the day I do it. It just matters that I do it. So if I don't fucking wash my face or brush my teeth until the end of the day, so be it. If I did it when I woke up, that would have been great, but it didn't happen. If I did it like 2 seconds after I log off here, that's fucking great too. So just, people like when you set up something like that for yourself and it's so simple, it should be so fucking simple, but it's not. Like, don't beat yourself up over small, tiny details like that, because like, my first thought was to beat myself up over the fact that like I got up and I didn't in the morning like you're supposed to when you wake up wash my face and brush my teeth. But it's like, no. That's you still have time. As long as you do it before you go to bed, if that's a day. You're chill. Like, even if it's like 3 a.m, it's still the day. You're chill. It's fine. So I just wanted other people to feel that camaraderie in that, if you're all fucking trash bags like me. That was supposed to be like the tiny part of like what I was talking about. for this video, and I'm already 10 minutes in, haven't started talking about the jazzy things that I was getting into or wanting to get into, and now I've like lost the motivation to, but I will try to regain it. What I did want to talk about was the idea that, you know, me, I've been on and I will be on a constant journey of self-discovery throughout my life. I've learned this. I always felt that way, but it's interesting, like just personality types and things. I talked about this a little bit before already. It's going to be like a big thing for me. But just like being an INFP, I watched this video yesterday. I didn't know what like some people say they're like INFP/T, and I'm like, what the fuck does this he mean? Like, what am I? What's that? Like, what's the other thing? Like, and I thought I wanted to be an INFP/T because I was like, that's even extra special. That's like something really cool. And then I finally like chanced upon a video that was like, oh, the difference between INFP-A and INFP-T, and then I got my fucking feelings hurt, and it was talking about how INFP-A is like, you know, all the good, like it's just like the super exuberant, like awesome INFP that like, you know, doesn't dwell on things. I can't explain this. I don't know. But anyways, INFP-T, the T stands for turbulent and totally describes me. So apparently I'm not just an INFP. I am that INFP-T. I thought I wanted to be. I don't. But yeah, then I watched this other video talking about how like things that this woman wished that she knew going like into the workforce in her 20s as an INFP-T. And she said something about like how she just like, it doesn't matter really what the job is. It's more the conditions of the job that's important. And that she wished she would have like told herself to get as much experience as possible to then be able to eventually, you know, work for herself, because that's kind of the only thing that we can do as INFPs apparently, is like work for yourselves eventually, try to figure out how to work for yourself, because it's just too fucking hard working for other people. And I feel that, and I didn't realize that was like the case necessarily. Like I've always wanted to like work for myself and figure out a way to do that, and I still do, and I still fucking want to, and it's not happening. But anyways, she'd said like something like, you know, we need the space to be able to like, you know, pursue our own things and our own ideas and all of this stuff. And then she'd said something like, it's not that your bosses and the people that you work with don't want to support you, it's that they don't know how. And that was interesting. It doesn't really relate to like the point I'm trying to get at, but I just thought that was interesting that it's sticking to me so much, because I still don't even know how it really relates to me, but it's sticking. Point is, I, for the past 2 days, have been fucking off work. Like, just fucking it off. Like, and that's not unlike any other day. But, like, yesterday, I was like, yeah, and I am wearing a shirt, actually, but, like, whatever. Ooh, 444. Snaps, that's my numbers. Chill for a second, because really, hang on, I need to figure this out. Okay, had to respond to a text and all these messages on my computer saying my disk is almost full. back to what I was trying to get around to. I like saw that video and was like, that makes sense. A lot of this I already knew. But yeah, the past few days I've been particularly fucking around. Like yesterday I was like, yeah, I need to get up and go into work and do things that need to be done at work. But I just ended up having like a total wash day. Like I woke up and like I had a headache and had a headache all day. I wouldn't necessarily call it a migraine necessarily. I don't know, whatever. And I basically like realized in the shower that like, oh shit, it's not Friday, it's Thursday. So I have one more day to like actually get shit done. So I don't need to get anything done today. Or like I don't need to go in and get anything done. I can get things done on my computer or whatever. And so I like was like excused myself from having to go in. And then intended on getting things done on my computer, and I still didn't really do anything. And so then I was like, all right, well, yesterday was a wash, but, you know, or like today, me from yesterday was like, well, today was a wash, but tomorrow, you're going to get up like super early and you're just going to go in, you're going to get so much shit done and all the da. And then I was up until 3 and didn't wake up until like 11:30, 12 today. And it's all just been a fucking wash. Like, it's all just been like a, oh, well, I guess. And so, like, I was like, all right, well, at least I can get the shit done that I need to get done on the computer. And, like, if I need to go in on the weekend or something or whatever, sure, fucking do it. It's fine. And then, because I don't have storage on my computer anymore, I refuse to put things up to the cloud because I'm just so concerned about I'm not good with technology. I am scared of the cloud, and I'm scared that like it'll just post all of the random little, you know, as I talked about before, booty pics and whatnot onto the cloud, and somehow all my family will see and everything and whatever. And just things like what but I feel like my computer isn't really almost full, and it's just trying to force my hand again, like a lot, to like move things up to the cloud. And I might just be at the point where I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll figure it out somewhat, but I just want to be able to control what goes up there and what doesn't. And I don't know if you can do that. Disk's almost full. Fucking, which means I can't actually even update my computer, which I never want to do anyways, and I just keep saying tomorrow, infinitely until something goes wrong, and then I take it somewhere and they're like, fucking update it. Okay, whatever. So, and I keep getting off track. So that means that normally I am able to remote into the desktop that I work at from work, and work on that and save things onto that computer, not my computer, for work. And today I realized that apparently the fucking VPN or whatever it is that I need to be able to have to be able to remotely access my computer can't be used on my computer anymore, because it's now needing at least an update above what I have to use it, and I can't update my computer because I don't have the storage for it. Like I don't have the storage for the update. It won't even update if I like tried. Like, so I gotta do something about it. So instead of doing something about it, I'm sitting here fucking making a video that's just gonna use up all of the rest of the storage, and I don't know if any of it's gonna get recorded or what. I don't know. But none of that was the point either. Uh, I guess all that to just say, today's a fucking wash too. I'm not getting anything done, and I'm not going into work. And so then I'm like reflecting on that, and it's like, okay, maybe you just need to give yourself the time to do the stuff that you actually want to do and all the projects and the passions that you have. Like, maybe this is a sign that, like, just fuck work for a minute. Do what the things that you want to do to feel productive enough to then go back and do the work. Well, my problem is constantly, well, I've got a lot of them, but like the problem is constantly that, like, I know I have work that I need to do, like for money, for paper and stuff, and it's not a lot. It's not an overwhelming amount of shit, really. Most of the time. Sometimes it is, but like it's not a lot. And if I were to just fucking put in the minimal amount of fucking time it would take to just do it, I would have all of this fucking free time to actually do the projects and the passions that I have and all of the ideas that I want to like fucking bring to fruition and whatnot. But I like will procrastinate and won't allow myself to do the work because then I'll have the time to do the fun work. And I don't want to give myself the permission to do the fun work because ultimately I don't fucking believe that I can do it. And so I just fuck it all off. Don't get any of the paperwork done, paper being money, the work done, so that I can perpetually never fucking do the fun stuff that I want to do. And that's so fucked. So like, maybe if I just try to flip that around and be like, all right, do the fun stuff. Do the fun stuff. You'll get to the work. Because you have to ultimately get to the work. Like, or you're going to lose your job. So that's like a non-negotiable. You have to do it. So maybe just like take a moment, take a few days or something and just like focus on the stuff you want to do, get some of that out of the way, some of that anxiety from it out of the way. And then you can focus on like the work with like a new invigorated like fucking passion for it. Not passion, but like ability to do it. Oh God, I really want nose rings, but I cannot stand it when there's a booger in my mouth, when there's a booger in my nose and I feel like there's a booger in one of my nostrils and it's bugging me, and I'm trying to resist the urge so bad to pick my nose on camera. Yeah. So then that's what I'm talking about. So I like decided, all right, well, fuck it, let's just talk about that. Let's get on the little project thing. Like let's start a video and talk about that so that, you know, it lets you get part of that creative like anxiety energy out, because this is part of a project that you want to do. So yeah, doing videos is a new like 2021 thing, and it's not really new because it's something that I've been thinking about for years, of course, but I've finally come to the realization that just talking to a camera, talking to myself or whatever, is ultimately going to be easier than trying to force myself to write these things, because I'll just agonize over like the writing and like trying to make it perfectly understandable, because I'm just not a perfectly understandable person, and I'm especially not a perfectly understandable person when it comes to me trying to write the things that I'm trying to express. So it's much easier to just talk it out. The only problem with it is it becomes so super fucking imperfect because I just ramble like I'm doing now. Points. Point is, this is one of the projects that I want to work on. Just like trying to make videos to be able to express myself and release a little bit of all of the that I have going on. Try to come to terms with, like, and like stop sitting in like the eternal fucking hate myself, like you'll never amount to anything, you're not talented, all of that good shit, like thing. Something I like trying to find a good segue into getting into, but I'm just rambling instead, is that recently fucking learned my Chiron in astrology, sign, planet, whatever. Okay, so this all ties in. So, and I was talking about this last night, which is why it's on the forefront of my brain. Apparently, I have my Chiron, however you say it, in Leo in the 9th house. Can't find anything on what the having it in your 9th house actually fucking means, but because I know it's supposed to be different for like which house it's in, according to like the description of what it means on the site that I read, but then doesn't get into all of them. It just gives you examples of like what it means for the 10th and the 2nd house, but not any of the other fucking houses. So, basically, it means that I have the wound of talent. And that basically means that I always feel like I'm not talented enough or something. Let me just read it. I can't fucking get it right. But like, all in all, to say that it all ties into my reluctance to actually release any of myself and actually like do any of my projects, because it feels like, oh no, I'm starting to want to cry. It just feels like it's all like a waste, and it's not that I like super want to be recognized or anything like that, but like it's just like, what's the fucking point? Like, ew, like why are you wasting your time? Nobody wants this, nobody needs this, like, you know. But that's not the reality, and I know that's not the reality, and I know that like I'm sure somebody would appreciate this. If nobody, at least fucking me, I might appreciate it. I would appreciate that I just fucking released and did something, instead of like just continuing to add like fucking seasoning and salt in the stew that is my fucking life. Let somebody taste it. Let myself fucking taste the stew eventually. Just stop. Like, it's not an eternal fucking cauldron. It's not a never-ending soup. Fucking eat it. And so, let's see, are we still recording? I don't know. It all relates, basically. It all makes perfect sense, of course. And why did I do that? Okay. So the wound of talent, you can look it up on, I just picked my nose, but not really successfully. Let's read some of this. Chiron is the wounded healer and is the asteroid that shows our deepest wounds. Blah, blah, blah. Someone with the Chiron in Leo will feel that they are not recognized or noticed for their specialness. They might feel like they fade into the background. In some cases, this person may actually feel disliked, but they can also just feel ignored or unnoticed. They will feel that they are not talented enough, not noticed for their talent, or generally unremarkable. What's funny is that people with Chiron and Leo are often pretty talented in some way. They can have issues related to how they feel about their talent, as well as ego issues surrounding other people's adoration of them. This is usually because although people with Chiron and Leo tend or try to show their talent to others, they aren't actually convinced deep down that they have any talent at all. At its core, Chiron and Leo creates a fear of joining in without a talent or reason. In reality, the person can join in groups or life just for the sake of existing. They are special just for being themselves, but feel worthless and do not realize this. So it's funny because, like, that so relates to, like, social media and, like, just putting yourself out there in general in our digital age so much, because it's like I'm always thinking about how, like, I'm so uncomfortable with just putting anything out there of myself or participating in the game, participating in life, because, like, why should I, like, what not why should I, that gives a different taste to it, but, like, it's like, why does anybody need to hear me or my opinion? Like, there's nothing important about that. But then I see all these other people freely just sharing themselves and their opinions and what they have to give, you know, without all that shame about it, or like all that like you know, ness about it. They can just do it, and I know that it takes a lot for them to do it, but like they can do it, and then a lot of them can do it and they're fucking idiots. Like, no offense to anybody, but like the loudest people in the world can be the fucking most idiotic, and I'm like, how can that asshole fucking just be themselves on the internet and share things and whatnot, and I can't do the same? Like, and I'm an idiot in a lot of ways and an asshole in others, but like, I think I have a little bit more of a thing to say than some of the fucking shit spew that people do. So it's like I'm always constantly trying to reconcile that, and like I'm always, especially I guess at the beginning of the year of like everything, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try a little bit harder to like put myself out there a little bit. So one year I like wrote this huge long like Facebook post and was like, hey guys, like, I know you never see anything of me because I never post anything because like I'm always too scared to like show anybody who I am at all. But I'm gonna try to fix that, and I'm like gonna start posting things, and I like did all of this stuff and was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be like, here I am. And then of course throughout the entire year I didn't do anything and like nobody knows who I am still. And then I created my website, Garbage Gal, because I was like, okay, I need an outlet. Like, I need to share whatever it is that I need to share. And like, but I can't do it as myself because that's just too scary. It's just too much and it's just too hard. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do it under a cover. So I, created, it's all based off of a Shel Silverstein poem, not based off of it, it's all inspired by a Shel Silverstein poem. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out, could not take the garbage out or something. Love that poem. And I was just ruminating on the names, Sarah, Cynthia, Sylvia, and Stout, and they all have such a different, like, quality to them. All of the names are just so different. And I was like, oh, I'm Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout. I can't take my fucking garbage out, meaning, like, my dumbass life. Like, I can't fucking figure it out. Can't get the garbage shit out. And I'm like, oh, I'm Garbage Gal. I'm such a garbage person. Like, because around that time, like, calling yourself was a garbage person was just so fucking funny. Like, I just thought it was great. It's so accurate. It's good stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And then I was like, well, kind of like a Sarah, kind of like a Sylvia, kind of like, I just created characters around those names that correlate to parts and aspects of myself that I want to explore deeper and share. In this video, I never intended to fucking explain my thing. That's not the point of this video. Fucking check out my website. It's www.garbagegal.org. I'm not an organization, but whatever, fuck it. So, what was the point? Oh yeah. Anyways, that whole project is something that like I put a lot of work into for a little bit and then just fuck it off. Like I don't believe in myself enough to continue it and to like actually like work on it and do what I want with it and whatnot. So like every now and then I'll go back to it and I'll add a little something, I'll write a post or something like that. But it's like I just won't allow myself to fucking do what I want with it. I won't give myself the permission to actually like do it. And it's I and part of it is just it's too hard to write and it's not cool. It's I like the fact that it's a cover and whatnot, and like I'm all of these characters and they're clearly me, but like you don't necessarily need a face to it. You don't necessarily like need to know who I am behind it or whatever, but like that's pointless. Like eventually you're gonna just need to fucking know. So that's why the videos, because it's still just not actually expressing all the things. So videos now, new project. um, where will they go? Probably not YouTube. Probably on Garbage Gal, which is what I am. Yeah. Anyways, point is that I was guilty for like fucking off work and whatnot, and I've just been trying to not force myself, but like gently like guide myself out the pasture to like be able to do the things that I want to do, instead of keeping it all locked away. And so it occurred to me like just fuck it, just don't do work right now. Turn on a video thing, start doing that, and keep working towards that self-expression and creativity and whatnot that you love, and stuff. Yeah, all of this this is another like 40-minute or something video, and I still haven't actually even gotten around to like what it was that I was gonna say. But it's just gonna have to be a completely different video because I want it to be polished and like good. Well, not polished and not really good either, but like I want it to like not be me like half crying, droning on about bullshit. I want it to like actually like make the points that I want to make. So I just won't. I feel like this was a total waste of fucking time. It probably was. But at least I did it. And hopefully I'll go wash my face and brush my teeth at some point today. Guess I'll stop this now and be unhappy about it and watch it and all the awkward things. Alright, bye.